In today's video, we're going to be having something a little bit different. We're going to be having one of our BP pros, Ninja, who's an amazing builder as well as a Legends League pusher, coming on in doing his live Legend League attacks with Queen Charge Meteor Golems. Let's get done with the talking. Let's jump right into the action. Here we go. Ninja's in. He's doing something a little bit different for his legend hits today, which is going to be quite interesting. He's coming on in with a Queen Charge Meteor Golem attack, so let's see how that's going to work out for him. Dropping a Coco Loon with the Ice Golem and a Wall Breaker at the 3 o'clock side right there. Queen and Warden are in together. Healers are down. Sneezy on the Warden right here. We got Angry Jelly on the Queen, and she has got Giant and Mirror. Warden does have Heal and Rage right there as well, so quite interesting to see how this one will work out. Invis on the Queen also looking really strong at the moment. We're invising again, making sure we get this recoil cannon down. We want to take away as much damage as we can early on with this Queen Charge. Are we going to allow it to break through the wall? It looks like we are not, so we recoil right there. Now here come the Ice Golem with the Meteor Golems over from the 2 o'clock side. Warden and Queen are deployed alongside them. Still have the King and the Troop Launcher. Overgrowth over the Monolith, also catching the 3 multis and also the Bomb Hive in the middle of the base right here. Looking very good as of right now. One Meteor Golem taking out the Fire Spitter as well as that Tesla, which is going to be nice. Dealing with that CC, had a couple of Rocky Loons, was a little bit of an issue, but now it's looking quite strong for Ninja. King on the Wizard Tower, he's going to work all his way over towards the left hand side of the base, making sure that the Meteor Golems stay on the inside. Overgrowth finally wears off right here. Royal Champion coming in onto the Super Wizard Tower right there as well. Now let's see, we have got the Meteor Golems making their way into the court on top of the Monolith. Royal Champion takes down the multi-archer tower. Totem Spell into the middle, distracting that Fire Spitter. Rage on the Warden is pushing these Meteor Golems through, leading them in towards this triple multi-inferno. Warden ability is popped right there. Bomb Hive doing a little bit of damage, but we're in between it, which means that the bombs aren't going to affect us. Royal Champion working in unison with the King right here, taking out the hour layer of defense, which is absolutely huge. Second Overgrowth now coming on in on the Revenge Tower on the back end, which is going to remove all of that damage. RC is going to be able to do a thing. 2 more Invises, 1 Totem Spell remaining. Queen ability still remaining right there as well. Invis on that Royal Champion should be able to take out this Rico Cannon and the Expo with no problem whatsoever. Queen finally making her way in towards the middle where the Meteor Golems are, which is going to be nice. Totem Spell on the Revenge Tower as well, also the Multi-Gear Tower. The Royal Champion gets Invis one more time. Oh my god, the Revenge Tower is going to go down. This is fantastic right here. Does he get the... He does get the Multi-Gear Tower as well, and everything is going to go down. This is going to be the first attack of his Legends League day, and it's going to be the first 3-star coming in from Ninja. Ninja now coming on in with the second attack of the Legends day. We have got the Queen coming on in with the Warden again, trying to get this Monolith Expo, potentially the Fire Spirit, or he could go the route for the Multi-Inferno, but wants to avoid that Giga Bomb right there. Invis coming on nicely on top of the Queen and the Warden, because you want to keep them away as much as possible, which is absolutely amazing so far. Using the Invis to invis the King as well, so that the heroes do not get stuck on it, which is absolutely perfect. Long shot though, needs to be careful that it doesn't attack those healers, and that's exactly what happens. It does end up locking onto a Booger from the Sneezy. Recall has been activated right there. Warden and healers with the Queen have been recalled. Now here come the Meteor Golems in from the 4 o'clock side with the Queen and the Warden right there as well, which is looking great. Lock Launcher on this one, it is going to hit the Giga Bomb, which I'm a little bit worried about. Using the Totem Spell right there to make sure the Long Shot and the Revenge Tower don't do much damage. We have got a Skelly Spell right there tanking a little bit as well. Meteor Golems are going to go to the outside. Log Launcher isn't going to open up for the Town Hall enough. One Meteor Golem is pulling his healers away though, which is a little bit scary right here. King on the outside. Meteor Golems are also wrapping around on the outside. That one Meteor Golem with the healers is looking like it's going to clutch up this Town Hall, as well as take down the Long Shot, which is absolutely huge right here for Ninja. Warden ability goes off, healing up those Meteor Golems one more time. We have got that King that has got his ability. Queen still with ability as well. Revenge Tower does go down in the core of the base. Royal Champion comes on in from the 1 o'clock side of the base right here. Also, King ability still in pocket, is going to be used sooner rather than later. Most likely going to be forced. Overgrowth now comes on in on the Rage Tower at the bottom side since it was activated, which is absolutely huge. The spiky ball hitting that bomb hive, as well as a couple of unimportant buildings in the storages and the clan castle itself, but it means that the troops will be able to get through them a lot quicker. We still have one more totem poison spell on the royal champion as well. We have got that queen ability, RC ability also remaining, which is absolutely amazing. That one totem spell is going to come in clutch, is most likely going to be used for the super wizard tower and the scatter. We're going to see how that is used right there. We have it. The totem spell does come down, which is looking very strong at the moment. Now enemy royal champion goes down, our RC pops her ability, the frost flake right there doing its job, freezing all of those defenses, which is looking fantastic at the moment. It looks like it's going to be another 3-star coming in by Ninja. We do have a bit of cleanup left that he deploys on the elixir collector at the bottom side. Meteor Golem still alive, royal champion queen still alive. King isn't going to really do too much because the defenses will be cleared, or he's going to go down before the clones actually run out, which is absolutely perfect, and that is going to be a little bit closer, but it's still a 3-star. OP stuff by Ninja. Ninja is now in for his 3rd attack. Let's get right into it. Wall breaks his queen in over at the 9 o'clock side of the base. Warden is taking a lot of damage though, needs to be careful. Warden ability goes off, Invis was late. Let's see if he's going to be able to recover from this one. This will actually be amazing if he can, because the Warden is so important with that healing ability. So let's see if he's going to be able to defend this. Get the 3-star on this one. If he can, it's going to be super impressive. Invises those defenses over at the 10 o'clock side. So the queen with the angry jelly redirects over, gets in towards this scattershot compartment, which is actually amazing. Really nice redirect right there. May want to get the AD for pathing, but we'll see in just a moment right here. Queen though is doing a lot of work. There we go. The recall has been deployed right here. Not looking too bad at the moment. Let's see where he's going to plan to come in from. Directly in towards the town hall. Needs to be very careful of these rocket loons as they do a lot of damage. All 4 heroes around this town hall, as well as the totem spell, which can be very, very scary for sure. Revenge Tower is going to do a lot of damage right here. Same with the Fire Spitter, but we need to get through these heroes as quickly as possible. Ice Golems are not making it easy for his troops to push on forward. We overgrowth over the Bomb Hive as well as the Revenge Tower just to reduce damage off of our troops, which is looking very good at the moment. Royal Champion is still yet to be deployed, holding that in pocket for now. One more overgrowth still remaining, 2 totem spells and an invis as well. Try to get a bit of cleanup over at the 3 o'clock side, but a Tesla put a stop to that very, very quickly. Air Sweeper is going to work against his healers. King now being deployed on the bomb tower just to reinforce the funnel. We are going to most likely be dropping our Royal Champion soon. Overgrowth comes in on the same spot but doesn't get the Revenge Tower this time because wants to take it down nice and early. King ability may be used over at the 3 o'clock side. Royal Champion is going to come in on the 3 o'clock section to take down that compartment, to force the Meteor Golems in towards that gold storage and push them in towards the back end. And once this overgrowth wears off, we can pick it off very, very quickly in the core of the base. But it's very well controlled at the moment from Ninja, looking really solid for sure. Totem spell in the middle of the base. Healers are taking a bit of punishment because of the multi-infernos. Royal Champion is getting shot by the monolith, needs to be careful. Pops that Royal Champion ability, still has 1 totem spell, 1 invisibility. King Spiky Ball does hit the monolith, also the multi-gear tower right there as well. Royal Champion's going to be able to pick that off, and this is going to be another 3-star coming on hit by Ninja. Even with the forced warden ability at the beginning of the attack, managed to adjust, managed to get the job done and picked off a triple. This is why practice makes perfect. This is why the pros at BP are on another level. Alright, here we go. Ninja is going to be coming on in for his 4th attack of Legends League today. Currently is 3 for 3, so let's see how he's going to deal with it right here. Oh, the timer is up, and here comes the Coco Loon over at the 3 o'clock side alongside the Ice Golem. Queen Warden delaying the healers for just a second right here. We'll have to use those invisibilities a little bit earlier right here because of the damage, especially with that Rage Tower. So let's see how he's going to manage to deal with it. Has got the Royal Champion that he needs to be a bit careful of, uses that invis. Queen runs out. Oh my god, Queen is 1 HP right there. Her ability was so close to being forced. Royal Champion picking off his healers. Now this is looking a little bit scary. Is he gonna have to adjust again? There comes that recall spell down. Managed to get the Rage Tower down, using a couple of archers to lure out those skellies right there as well. Now this is where things might get a little bit dicey because he didn't get the funnel that he anticipated right here. So is he going to be able to get the 3-star? That is going to be the main question in hand right here. Meteor Golems are coming on in. Coco Loons find a lot of red air bombs, but they manage to keep those healers alive. We have got the Meteor Golems in from the 4 o'clock side. They're going to push on in Overgrowth. Now, I'm not sure about that Overgrowth because it's going to make his troops split right here, which is a little bit scary. As we got the Goblin bashing away right there, making some toys. But let's see. A couple of Meteor Golems over at the 6 o'clock side, the base. A couple of them split to the top side. They ended up lowering out the CC. We have got that poison on the furnace early on, which is actually not bad. Right here, we still yet to deploy the king. As you've noticed, he uses the delayed king approach right here, which has actually worked out quite well for him. Royal Champion are coming for that multi-inferno. As you saw, it was targeting the healers, so had to use that very well right there, and did a great job in making sure that that multi goes down before the healers go down, using that warden ability just to save them a little bit longer. Now, king coming in from the 9 o'clock side, reinforcing that funnel to make sure that the Meteor Golems can get towards that monolith as quickly as possible. RC on half HP, no more spells remaining apart from the Overgrowth right here. Are we going to try to save this RC with the OG? Doesn't look like it. We do end up popping the Royal Champion ability. Will she get that Revenge Tower? I don't think she will without an invisibility, which is very, very unfortunate by Ninja. This could be an issue right here because we've noticed in the last few attacks, the RC has been the MVP, but now will he be able to push through without it? Meteor Golems making their way in towards the middle of the base. Overgrowth on the bomb hive, as well as that Revenge Tower. Revenge Tower is already weak, which is actually not too bad. We have got 2 more Super Barbs, 1 Headhunter, a Wall Breaker, and a minion left. But do we have enough firepower to get through? Because once this Overgrowth wears off, this Revenge Tower is going to be at full HP and it's going to be blasting away at his troops, which is going to be very, very scary since it is a long way to get towards that Revenge Tower, which is going to be a bit of a problem right here. But the troops are doing a good job keeping away from that Revenge Tower, especially the Queen being on the outside of the base, which means that there still could be some sort of a chance, but time runs out and it's going to be a 93% 2-star. Here we have it. Ninja's now in again. Let's see. Coming on in from the 3 o'clock side, looking pretty good at the moment. Wall breaks the Queen in right there with the Warden. That rage from the Warden is so helpful. That wall breaker is also going to be very nice for him, because once he gets this Rico cannon and the Expo down, the Queen should, hopefully if the Angry Jelly stays alive, go over towards the Fire Spitter and the multi-archer tower. No, my god, you are kidding me. It shoots a wall. There's no way. Ninja got a little bit scammed right there. He's going to most likely go in through the town hall right here. This base is, I think it's the same base he hit on the first attack, but it's just a little bit rotated. So he did have one golem, if you remember. One of the Meteor Golems split and took out the multi-arch tower as well as that Fire Spitter. So the same thing happened to him last time, and it's happened to him again this time. And it looks like one Meteor Golem again is going to pick off the bottom side right here. We deal with the heroes around the town hall very nicely. King on the outside again, making that funnel. Royal Champion coming on in on that Super Wizard Tower to get the job done right here. First time Overgrowth does wear off. Royal Champion is doing some great work at the moment. Still has that Warden ability, which is going to be very nice for sure. The triple multi-inferno in the core is a little bit of a problem, but hopefully he can power on through and get the job done. RC is working in unison with the King over at the 9 o'clock side, picking off all of these defenses on the left hand side, whilst the King is somewhat tanking, as well as those Meteor Golems tanking in the middle of the base, which is huge. Overgrowth again on that Revenge Tower on the back end, making sure that we don't have to deal with it until all our troops are together and pushing through the back end together. King's ability goes off, does hit the multi-gear tower on the back end, still has that Queen ability. 2 more totem spells remaining, 1 invisibility spell remaining as well right here by Ninja. This is looking very solid, if I say so myself, especially with the Queen ability. This is looking really strong for now. Totem spell comes down on that Revenge Tower and the multi-gear. It's most likely going to come down there again if he wants it to, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Queen ability goes off right there as well. RC is going to be able to clear everything up, and this is going to be another 3-star coming in by Ninja, and he's getting the job done. Currently, I think he's 4 for 5 since he failed his last attack, but in Legends, this is absolutely amazing. Here we go. Ninja is live one more time using a Skelly, this time early on, alongside the Ice Golem, because we know there's going to be a lot of damage right here with the multi-arch tower, the Expo, and all of that stuff. So making sure that we have a little bit of coverage for the Queen, which is nice. Once that Super Wizard goes down, no, she's going to go for the Rico Cannon, and then is she going to go inside for the Expo? He's invising the air defense to make sure that she goes back in for the Expo, because he wants this Fire Spitter to go down as it's going to be huge for his pathing and as well to reduce damage on the base. Can use the last invisibility spell if he wanted to, but we're going to see if he does plan on doing it. He does use that last invisibility spell right there. Unfortunately though, the Angry Jelly does wear off, so we're going to have to recall. We didn't get the full value, which is just a little bit sad right here, but let's see how we can adapt and improvise right there. A couple of super bobs at the 12 o'clock side. Meteor Golems coming on in from 11. Overgrowth on the Revenge Tower. This is looking phenomenal at the moment. The approach, even though he didn't get the Fire Spitter, so he is going to have the Fire Spitter to deal with. It's not looking too bad at the moment. Furnace inside of the Clan Castle. He's going to notice it in just a second, get the poison on top of it, which is one thing. If you always have a Furnace inside the CC, you want to make sure you poison it. And don't really worry too much about the Ice Golems right there, because that'll do way more damage to your troops. But here we go. Warden ability goes off right there. As soon as that Overgrowth wears off, the Revenge Tower is cooking at the moment. We overgrowth the Fire Spitter that we weren't able to get at the beginning, and everything is slowly pushing on through. Revenge Tower is holding a lot of stuff off. Our Royal Champion popping her ability. Need to be very careful of this opposing queen right here. She's going to end up taking down that Royal Champion. RC's not going to get that much value right here. Now this is going to be a problem. There's a lot of walls right here that he needs to get through, and a lot of DPS on the back end, which is very, very scary. Especially once this Overgrowth wears off, he's going to be between two Fire Spitters. And look at this Rico kind of multi-gear tower combination at the bottom of the base, the 6 o'clock side. Need to be a little bit careful of that as well. Can get some cleanup down at the 7 o'clock side of the base as well. But let's see if he is going to notice that Queen is not beating the best wall right here. Unfortunately, this is not going to be a triple, so it's now working on how much percentage are we going to be able to get right here. We should get a decent amount, to be honest. Like, if his queen breaks out of this wall and stays on the outside of the base, we'll be able to get into like 83-84%, maybe a little bit higher. It all depends on the time at this point and this multi-arch tower. If this multi-arch tower goes down before the queen, then he will be on track to getting some good percentage. But oh my god, this queen survived. I cannot believe it. I can't believe that queen survived on 1 HP. Are you kidding me? But now she's slowly getting back up right there. Multi-gear tower is 1 HP too, so he's gonna get about 85% 2-star. Very, very nice try. A good recovery considering he didn't get the funnel. And let's keep on going. This is what you're gonna see in Legends quite often, and you will see it a lot, and it's the same base over and over again. It's his 3rd time hitting this, and it's only his 7th attack. So 3 out of the 7 attacks he's done have been this exact base right here, which is absolutely crazy. Well, not this exact base. It had like a very similar layout with a triple multi in the core of the base. So you're going to see a lot of bases with the same core or the same kind of compartments, but with minor adjustments, which is very common in Legends League. That's why you need to get familiar with the bases you are attacking. But again, great opener right there. Now here come the Meteor Golems directly into the Town Hall. We're gonna save our king a little bit until the heroes are dealt with, so that they don't pull the king. So we're gonna deploy the king on this wizard tower over here, which is going to be fantastic. He's going to be used for funnel, which is going to be great as well. Now, there we go. One of the heroes goes down. Longshot was distracted on 1 Meteor Golem, which is actually great. So it doesn't do that much splash damage whatsoever. Troop Launcher has been deployed. I was wrong with the king. He deployed him a little bit higher right there. Ice Golem's coming on out of the CC. Poison over that Minion Prince and the Ice Golem simultaneously. We still have the Minion Prince and another hero. I just can't see what hero it is. I think it's the opposing king, maybe. But Warden ability goes off to make sure that his Meteor Golem stay healthy. Overgrowth did wear off as well. Royal Champion now coming on in from the bottom side, trying to pick off this Fire Spitter as quickly as he possibly can. Because once that Fire Spitter does go down, there's going to be so much reduced damage on his troops, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. Now they're going to work their way in towards this multi-inferno compartment. Triple multi-bomb hive is a very disgusting combination for sure. Overgrowth on the bottom end for that Revenge Tower again. Has 1 totem spell remaining, 2 invisibilities for the Royal Champion. Most likely still has king ability, still has queen ability. King on the inside of the base is a little bit questionable right here. It was a bit unfortunate on his part since he did deploy him a little bit higher, but the spiky ball is definitely going to help once that Overgrowth does wear off. We have 1 more invis, 1 more totem spell. Totem comes down right on top of that Revenge Tower. Spiky ball actually didn't help that much at all. It got a couple of trash buildings right there, did a little bit of damage to defenses, but again, the Royal Champion on this one does a lot of heavy lifting, I'll tell you that for sure. This is a fantastic attack strategy. I haven't seen it used, but right now he's what, 5 for 7 with 1 attack left. So if you can go 6 for 8 with this Legend League modifier, I mean, bro, we're coming in with an OP attack strategy for sure. Here we have it, the final attack of Ninja's Legendary. A BP Pro by all rights, amazing base builder, phenomenal attacker as he's shown in this Legend League showcase, coming on in with his final attack of the day. Queen Warden deployed around about the 7 o'clock side of the base right here. Ice Golem catching that queen, which is absolutely fantastic. He's trying to break the outer ring right here. Potentially, I think he can reach this rage tower over the wall, which is actually crazy. Used a wall breaker to ensure he gets this rage tower. Gonna keep the queen invis right here as well, which is going to be fantastic. There we go, rage tower goes down. Now the recall comes on in because that long shot was looking a little bit spoopy, a little bit scary, but you know what they say, man, we managed to get it done. Now here comes the mass Meteor Golems with the queen. Oh wait, is the queen targeted? Oh my god, for a second I thought she was targeted. I was like, how is that even possible? Because the Meteor Golems came down first. Using a log launcher instead of a troop thrower so that he's angled. Okay guys, check this out. He's angled the log launcher so that it can hit the bomb hive but not be targeted by the little bombs that come out of the hive, right? And it's going to be able to take down that bomb hive as well as open up pathing for the town hall, and the CC troops and maybe a couple of other troops go into the middle of the base like the Meteor Golems have done and get the job done, take down the long shot, take down that town hall, which is going to be fantastic because there's no revenge tower that's defending the town hall. It's far over at the 3 o'clock side. That's where the overgrowth comes on in, and we use that perfectly fine. We still got the queen and the king ability right there as well. Royal Champion ability was forced, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we still have one more overgrowth remaining. We have one more invisibility spell remaining as well. If these Meteor Golems can pick off these multi-infernos, it's going to make life so much easier for Ninja. We use the invisibility right here to make sure that we can maintain the healer health and keep those healers alive for as long as possible. Overgrowth again on top of this revenge tower is really nice for sure. Holding on to that king and that queen ability. The overgrowth for the revenge tower right there was just to reduce damage because all our troops are there for this moment, so we want to make sure that we can reduce the damage. We wall break that section open as well so that maybe the queen, once the overgrowth wears off and the ability goes off for the queen, that we have a clone go and take down that revenge tower. Oh, is she gonna do it? That's the question though. And it does. The healers tank for the clone queens. Oh my god, that was wonderful. The healers actually coming in clutch. Not only are they healing the troops, they're tanking for them at the last second, and this is gonna be another 3-star from Ninja. That's 6 for 8 in Legends with the Queen Charge Meteor Golem crazy attack right here. Remember guys, if you like this content, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Use code BLUE in game, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.